India and China, two ancient civilizations, two modern powers, each with a rich tapestry of history and culture that has shaped their identities over millennia. Their relationship is one of the most consequential in the 21st century, influencing global dynamics in profound ways. Understanding their complex history, from ancient trade routes to modern diplomatic ties, is key to understanding global politics. Their intertwined past, present and future have profound implications for Asia and the world. Both nations are giants, not just in size but in influence. They are home to over a third of humanity, with diverse cultures and vibrant societies. They possess growing economies and military might, making them formidable players on the global stage. Their influence is felt across continents, from trade to technology, shaping industries and innovations worldwide. They are both rising powers, each with their own aspirations and visions for the future. They seek to secure their place on the world stage, navigating a complex web of alliances and rivalries. This creates both opportunities and challenges as they collaborate and compete in various arenas. The world watches closely as these two giants navigate their complex relationship, with every move scrutinized. Cooperation or conflict between them will shape the future, determining the course of global affairs for years to come. India and China share a long and complex history, one that has seen both cooperation and conflict over the centuries. For centuries, they were connected by the Silk Road, a network of trade routes that facilitated not just commerce, but also the exchange of ideas and culture. This ancient route fostered cultural exchange and trade, bringing goods, knowledge, and traditions from one civilization to the other. Buddhism traveled from India to China, leaving a lasting impact on Chinese culture, philosophy, and religious practices. The colonial era brought new challenges as European powers sought to dominate the region. European powers carved up the region, imposing their own borders and systems of governance. This sowed seeds of mistrust and competition between the two Asian giants, altering their historical relationship. The post-colonial period saw both countries strive for independence and development, each following its own path to modernization. A key turning point was the 1962 border war, a conflict that left deep scars and unresolved issues. It resulted in a tense standoff that continues today, with both nations maintaining a significant military presence along their disputed border. Despite this, periods of rapprochement followed, with efforts to mend and improve relations. The late 20th century saw a thaw in relations, marked by diplomatic engagements and mutual visits. Economic ties grew, with trade becoming a major factor in their relationship, benefiting both economies. However, the underlying strategic rivalry remained, a reminder of the complex and multifaceted nature of their shared past. Today, India and China are among the fastest growing economies globally. They are key players in global trade and investment. China is now the world's second largest economy. India is rapidly catching up. Economic cooperation has increased significantly. Trade between the two countries has skyrocketed, yet this economic engagement is not without its challenges. There is a significant trade imbalance favoring China. India seeks greater access to Chinese markets. Competition for resources and influence is also a factor. Both countries are vying for leadership in Asia. They are investing heavily in infrastructure and technology. This competition has the potential to either benefit or destabilize the region. Section 4. Border disputes and diplomatic dances. This chapter delves into the intricate and often tense relations between neighboring countries, focusing on the delicate balance of diplomacy and conflict. Despite growing economic ties, political relations remain complex. Trade flourishes, yet underlying tensions persist, creating a fragile equilibrium. The border dispute continues to be a source of tension. The rugged terrain and historical claims add layers of complexity to the issue. Both sides have built up military presence in the disputed areas. This military buildup underscores the seriousness with which both nations view the conflict. There have been numerous rounds of talks. Diplomats from both sides have engaged in extensive discussions, seeking a peaceful resolution. However, a lasting solution remains elusive. Despite the efforts, the negotiations often end in a stalemate with no clear path forward. The 2020 clash in the Galwan Valley highlighted the fragility of the situation. This incident brought the world's attention to the volatile nature of the border dispute. Adding to the complexity is the rivalry between India and Pakistan. This long-standing conflict further strains India's diplomatic efforts. China's close ties with Pakistan further complicate matters for India. The strategic alliance between China and Pakistan poses additional challenges. On the global stage, both countries often find themselves on opposing sides of issues. Their differing stances influence international diplomacy. This is evident in forums like the UN Security Council. Here, their conflicting interests and alliances play out on a global platform, affecting international policies and decisions. Section 5. Dragon and Elephant, Navigating the Future. The future of the India-China relationship remains uncertain. Will they be rivals or partners? The answer is likely both. They are too interconnected to ignore each other. Managing their differences will be crucial. Open communication and confidence-building measures are essential. Finding ways to cooperate on shared challenges like climate change is vital. The world will be watching closely. The choices made by these two Asian giants will have global repercussions. Their relationship will be defined by both competition and cooperation. Finding the right balance will be the key to a stable and prosperous future.